Yo, fuck logic, self-titled. Yo, if this was a live show, I'd probably get dragged from the stage, handcuffed and caged for cursing and spitting that 5-0. I'm on a mission to find folks to victimize, say the masochist wishing to die slow. Listen to my flow, the torturous. I'll see to it, yours finished. Leave your unfortunate seeds in an orphanage. Even if your image dictates, you love the way it dictates, you'll get tossed from a big stage. Put your hands down, dick face. I didn't tell you to raise them. I started underground and then I fell through the basement. Misplaced flow like I had to sell it to Satan in the midst of hellish arrangement, trying to tell him to change it. So make a relevant statement. Say that you sell your tape and say that your 12-inch plate on your favorite well-listened station. I'm waiting for celebrating your photo career over a beer. I know where you live. Wake up and smell the fragrance. Heathenous, greediness, reasonless, savages, reasonless. Wage war, and beat up a pacifist. He's the compassionate, and he's the antagonist. Diablo! Know that I run up on your block strip like an insane Christopher Columbus and start conquering shit. Self-titles that nigga.
All right. For those that don't know, that track is called Diablos by a independent rapper. A friend of mine knows the brother personally. Goes by the name of Lewis Logic, and the other brother rapping was a brother by the name of Self-Titled. I listen to a lot of underground hip hop. That's how I roll. Welcome. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Drew Titan. Bronx on deck. You already know how I do. And let me get to the chat real quick. Tone Brown was good. Aaron Parker, and I seen the dream. Underground Asylum was good. They rolling in. Listen, y'all already know who's in the building. Y'all see who's in the building. The one and only El Diablo, Angel Manfredy. How you doing, Angel?
I'm doing well, Drew. I appreciate you, man. And I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for having me on, man. I appreciate you, man.
Excellent, man. Yo, Xavier, what's good, brother? How are you? All right. Yo, listen. We're just gonna cut to the chase for those that don't know or unfamiliar. For those of you guys that were born like in 2000, we babies. Angel, let everyone know who you are and what you've done.
Well, basically, was born in Gary, Indiana, city of Michael Jackson. I came to boxing at the age of 9 years old, fighting on the streets a lot. That's all I ever did was fight on the streets, you know what I'm saying? And so that was my passion, that was my gift, you know what I'm saying? Was fighting, you know what I'm saying? I always loved to fight, you know. And after fighting on the streets, this dude from the projects, I was walking home and I had blood on my hands. My dad looked at me and said, "You fighting again?" I said, "Yes." He said, come on through." He took me to the boxing ring and I got to the ring. The first day I got to the gym. It was the first day I got into the ring. And I sparred a dude named Jesus Fuentes, which is known as Choo Choo. And he dropped me like 3 times. He was already in boxing. He dropped me like 3 times. I got up and punched everybody and said, "I'm going to be world champion." I was laughed at my whole life when I said that. And I went on to win 2 titles. Got some with HBO, all the TV networks, you know what I'm saying? And defended my world title several times, twice on HBO. And go ahead, let's go from there.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So you was fighting in the street, and your dad said, "You know what? Let's hone these skills and see if you really like it." And as it turns out, it was a blessing in disguise. You didn't even know it.
I didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was God sent. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it was awesome the way it happened. You know, say how I got into the ring, and how I got dropped 3 times. And I got off the floor and still pointed at everybody, said, "I'm going to be world champion." And they laughed, you know what I'm saying? And I was laughed at my whole life, man. But I praise God that I made it in my career. And I was very successful in my career. I have a lot of fans out there. And I appreciate all my fans. I appreciate all those that are watching today.
That's what's up, man. You know, everyone has, you know, some kind of growing pains. You know, it just depends on what we do with those things that are happening to us. You know, we could take those lemons and make lemonade. Trust me, I know.
Oh,
Trust
but
me, I
yeah,
know.
I got off the shoots. You know what I'm saying? I got off the shoots because I was fighting on the streets so much. At
Right.
9 years old, you know what I'm saying? I was
Right.
born in Gary, Indiana, and you know what I'm saying? Gary, Indiana, 90% of Gary, Indiana is African American. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We're all one. We're all one. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up in a very tough neighborhood in Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Came to East Chicago, Indiana. That's where I fell in love with boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And support.
Yeah, man. That's a good look. That's a good look, though. That's a good look, man. So let's get to your career. Do you remember like any of your early fights, and when did you know that, you know, hey, you know, I could really make some waves in this sport? Like, from did you know that from early in your career, or did you know before you started, or did you just figure it out like after four or five fights? When did you really know, like, you know what, I could really be good at this thing?
Well, I lost my first pro fight. I got TKO'd in my first pro fight.
Mm-hmm.
But couple had a couple more fights, then I got into my car accident. You see the scar on my forehead. I
Mm.
went shooting to a telephone pole. The driver started smashing the pressure shot. The front end was smashing my chest. They had to wheel me out of the car to get me out of the car with the jaw for life to get me out of the car. And
Mm.
after I woke up in the hospital, and
Mm.
I pointed at the doctor. I said, "Will I ever be able to fight again?" He said, "Never again. You're finished. You're done. You'll never be able to fight again."
Mm.
I had
Really?
200 something stitches in my forehead, inner and outer, in my forehead. And in my mind, I said, "We'll see about that." Three months later, I got back into the ring. 3 months later,
3 months later?
3 months later, I got back into the ring.
Oh
Three
shit!
years, 3 years later, I was world champion.
Wow. For those that don't know, who you win your first world title from?
I knocked out Calvin Grove, silky smooth Calvin Grove.
Wasn't that aired on Wait a minute. I'm trying to think, because I've seen all your fights pretty much. I'm trying to remember. That wasn't on ESPN.
No, I don't remember. It was aired. It was televised. You know what I'm saying? But I don't remember the network that it was on. But I I I
Was
knocked
it
him out.
Tuesday? Yeah, you know, it might have been Tuesday night fights. It may have, brother Xavier Martinez just said it was Tuesday night fights. It may have been because I remember seeing that.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
seeing that. I do remember seeing that.
And I do remember only having I only had like 12, 12, not that many fights, you know what I'm saying? But I stopped him in the seventh round.
Yeah, stopped him late. Stopped him late. Yeah, well, pretty much. Was that was a 12 round fight if I'm not mistaken? But it was, I
Yes,
believe
it
it was.
was.
It
Yes, it
was a
was.
12
It was a
round fight.
world
Yeah.
title. It was a title fight. World
Mhm.
title fight.
Mhm. Mhm. Um. All right. So you won your first world title. You said that was 3 years into your career. You won your first world title, right?
Yeah, I was 21 years old at the age. I was 21 years old at the time.
Wow. Okay.
I turned pro at 18, and 3 years later, after the doctor said I'd never be able to fight again,
Mm.
3 years later, 3 months later, I got back in the ring. 3 years later, I was world champion.
Wow. Wow. Let me go to this chat real quick. Battle Rifle, what's going on? The brother Xavier Martinez, what's going on? My brother Boxing and Barbecue is good. Ta King Allah, JC, salute, what's going on, man? Xavier, KP from KC, what's up, man? I see y'all. Underground Asylum, I see all y'all brothers. Yo, listen, man. All right. That was at 130 or 135.
That was at 130.
That was at 130. Okay.
Before I fought Calvin Grove for the world title, I fought a Canadian, Victorio Salvatore,
Yes.
in Canada, and I knocked him out for the featherweight title.
Mm.
Knocked him out in the third round. Knocked him out in Toronto, Canada, And then I didn't fight for like probably 3 or 6 months, and then I got a world title fight with Conor Grove.
Mm-hmm. Wow, 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 wow. So, talk to me about the 135 division as a whole. There were a lot of, if I remember correctly, there were a lot of killers. That Stormy B-Man was good. Blue Blood Sports TV is in the house. Stormy B-Man, that's my other uncle. Blue Blood, that's my fellow New York brother. Um, Talk to me about 135, the talent there, because I know you were. To me, I considered you a killer at 135. So I said, okay, we got Angel Manfredy there, and there was a list of other guys there, and we're gonna get to the Floyd fight. But talk to me about the other killers there.
Well, 135, you had Stevie Johnson.
Stevie
He was
Johnston,
an
who,
awesome fighter.
yes,
Awesome fighter. You had Spatafora.
poised, yeah, yeah. I thought that was a draw. I thought that was a draw.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was a draw. I watched that fight several times.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it was. You know what I'm saying? I was El Diablo at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After let's rewind a little bit back. After
Mm-hmm.
my car accident, I nicknamed myself El Diablo, the devil. And I wore a devil's mask, tattooed my whole body up with devil's skulls,
I
devils.
remember.
You
I
know what I'm
remember.
saying?
Yeah.
It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But the 130, 135 was my division, you know what I'm saying? I fought Mayweather at 130. I fought Diego Corrales at 130.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I defended my title 7 times and twice on HBO, knocked out Paez on HBO,
Yeah, that was
and
crazy.
and almost stopped Wilson Rodriguez. He didn't want to fight no more, but his corner pushed him to fight. But we fought on HBO about 11 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. HBO showed you a lot of love, man. HBO showed you a lot of love. Um, all right, people want to ask because you've been in there with legends. First, talk to us about the Floyd Mayweather fight. What exactly happened? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Leading up to that fight, um, somebody shoot this guy real quick. This Jimmy Stroker dude. I don't even want to be bothered with him. He's a troll. Um, Explain what do you remember leading up to that fight, because I had you favored in that fight actually. I mean, I was watching Floyd and I said he was good, but yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
I beat Gotti. Arturo Gotti was champion at 130.
Right.
And I was champion at 130, but he didn't want to defend his belt on
Mm-hmm.
HBO. He wanted to fight me at 135, and a 12-round fight at that. It was a title fight at that, and he wanted to fight me at 135, not 130, because he thought he was stronger at 135. But little did he know, I was stronger at 135
Right.
than 130. And I beat Arturo Gotti. And when I beat Arturo Gotti, I was the name. I was the man at the time, because Arturo Gotti was the best. He beat the best. He fought the best. He beat the best. And I beat the name. I didn't care about his belt. I didn't care about the money. I didn't care about the fame fortune. I didn't care about nothing. I just wanted his name. Arturo Gotti. Angel Manfredy. TKO Arturo Gotti. I told him before the fight even happened that you're not going to go the distance. I'm going to drop you. You're not going to go the distance. And I'm going to stop you in the fight. And let him know. Third round, first round I cut him.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I was going to cut him. Third round I dropped him. 8th round they stopped the fight.
Yeah, they sure did.
After that, I was the name. I was the name in boxing at the time. After beating Arturo Gotti. And then they offered Mayweather. But at 130, when Lou DiBella asked you got to fight for me, Angel, because Lou Duella was over HBO, and I said, cool. I said, I'll fight anybody. He said 130. I said, I can't make 130. He said $1 million. I said, hold on. I said, hold on, and that's my first time ever taking a fight for the money. I didn't. I couldn't make 130, but I took the fight for the money, for the
Okay.
$1 million, and
For how much?
$1 million,
Wow.
and that was the first time. But they knew I couldn't make 130 because when they offered the fight, Lou Duella said 130. I said I can't make 130. He said $1 million. I said hold on, let me think about that. And
Oh
I told
shit.
him, I said, you know what? I ain't scared of nobody. I'll fight him. I'll fight Mayweather. I didn't know who he was at the time. I didn't
Right,
know that
right.
I didn't know that he won a bronze medal in
Mm-hmm.
the Olympics. I didn't know who he was. Period. At the time, but I took the fight.
Okay, so are you saying were you because you looked in shape, were you drained or was your cardio
I
up to
was
bar?
I was very physically. I mean, mentally I was there, but physically I wasn't there. And that I I I messed up by doing it twice because I fought Diego Corrales at 132, and I couldn't make 130 when I fought Diego Corrales at
Mm.
the time either. But they offered me the money. You know what I'm saying? I messed up twice, and I took two fights for the money. But after I beat Ivan Robinson at 135, after he beat Gotti twice, and he
Mm.
was talking stuff about me,
Yeah, I
saying he
remember
was the
that.
one that really beat Gotti. And I said, yeah, right. I said, I'm the one that destroyed Gotti. I took his soul, I took his heart. I said, I'll take care of you too. And I destroyed Ivan Robinson at 135. After that fight, they said, who you want to fight? I said, bring on Mayweather. Fight me now, Mayweather at 135.
Mm.
Mayweather wouldn't fight me at 135. I don't know if he couldn't make the weight. I don't know if he was still 130. I don't know, but he wouldn't fight me at 135. After that fight, after I got the highest rating on HBO against Ivan Robinson.
So so Floyd didn't want to run it back with you at 135.
After I beat Ivan Robinson, the way I looked at that fight was one of my best performances. After that fight, his people, I guess, didn't want to fight me at 135 because he was
Mm.
still 130, and I guess he didn't want to fight me at 135.
Wow.
That's where I was strongest at. Well, I was strong at 130 early in
Right.
my career, but later on in my career, I grew out of 130 when they offered the Mayweather fight. I said I can't make 130, so but I took that fight at 130. I took the Diego Corrales fight at 130, but that was for the money. It wasn't for it wasn't for my heart, you know. Meaning
Right.
my heart, meaning uh, was I mentally and physically and without my heart,
So you
I
wasn't
wouldn't.
you wasn't you wasn't mentally into the Corrales fight. You was like, I'm getting paid regardless. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I can. That type
And,
of thing.
yes, and it was one of my downfalls in my career, and one of my decisions that I did, which I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have done. I should have fought Diego Corrales at 135. I should have fought Mayweather at 135. I shouldn't have took the fight at 130 when they offered the money. You know what I'm saying? So that's the decisions that I made, bad decisions that I made throughout my career.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone was wondering, man, because I was like concerned when I watched that leading up to the Corrales fight. I mean, the Floyd fight happened. I didn't know. See, you just shed some light on that because it's like over 25 years later, damn near, and I didn't know, that you was drained. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
But me and my brother watched that fight. We was like, I don't. He didn't look right in that fight, but you don't. This is my first time even speaking to you face to face. And then going into the Corrales fight, number one, I was concerned because at that weight, Corrales was knocking over trees. He was he was knocking out everybody, and I'm like, damn.
Corrales was doing everybody at 130. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once again, I took the fight for the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because HBO knew that I wouldn't say no to a fight, because I never said no to a fight.
Right.
I always gave HBO what they wanted.
Right.
I always fought who they wanted me to fight. It didn't matter, because my ratings were so high on HBO, on TV, that they wanted me to fight whoever they wanted me to fight, because they're trying to put Diego Corrales with Mayweather. And that's why they wanted to see how Diego Corrales would do with me. Then they saw how Mayweather did with me. They saw how Diego Corrales did with me. Then they made the fight with Diego Corrales and Mayweather.
Right. So they used you as a middleman.
It was all set up.
It was all set up.
But they HBO knew I could make 130, but they knew that 135 I was one to deal with.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of politics. There was a lot of politics going on, and they used me as a middleman. They used me because they knew I could make 130.
Right. Just real quick, because I don't recall off the top of my head. Where was Acelino Freitas around that time?
Who?
Acelino Freitas, the guy from Brazil.
I don't know where he was at the time, but during that time, it was me, Mayweather. So many. I fought the best, man.
No, you damn sure did. Your resume is nothing to sneeze at, man. Your resume is for real. What is like your favorite fight that you performed in? Like, what is your absolute favorite fight? Like, you know what, you say this is the fight that I can watch over and over, and I'm so proud that I my performance in this ring on this night. Which fight would you say that is?
I guess it would be the Gotti fight, because 3 years before I fought Arturo Gotti, I called him out on TV and said, I want to fight Gotti. Fight me now. Fight me, Gotti. Fight me, Arturo. I was after him for 3 years before I fought him. 3 years before I fought him, I told him what was going to happen. I'm going to cut him, I'm going to drop him, and he ain't going to distance. What happened in the first round? I cut him. Third round, I dropped him. Eighth round, they stopped the fight. He didn't go to distance. I told people what was going to happen before it happened. I prophesied it. What was going to happen before it happened, and it happened the way I said it was going to happen. Because I already knew what I could do, and I already knew that I could beat Arturo Gotti, the best Arturo Gotti. I fought the best Arturo Gotti.
Yeah, you did. You sure did.
And that's why I wanted to fight Mickey Ward, but somehow that fight wouldn't happen. I got to fight Ivan Robinson too, and I got the highest rating on HBO when I fought Ivan Robinson after he beat Gotti twice. Right. He tried to claim that he's the one that really beat Gotti, and when he said that, I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna take a pay cut. I'm gonna tear you up. I'm gonna beat on you. I'm gonna beat you down for 12 rounds. I'm gonna take care of you. I took care of him during the fight.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I'm gonna have Ivan on the show. I'm gonna ask him about that too. I'm gonna have him on the show soon.
Ivan was a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter, but Ivan was calling me out. He was telling people that he's the one that really beat Gotti, because he beat Gotti twice. And I only beat Gotti once, but I'm the first one to beat Gotti.
Yeah.
And I took a pay cut and everything when I fought Ivan Robinson. I took a pay cut and everything because I wanted to prove to him and show him who really beat Gotti. And I showed him that day in the ring.
Yeah, you damn sure did. But brother Trick Nolte's in the building. It's good, bro. You can hear me?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm look like I'm frozen in time. What's going on, Angel?
How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I've been listening, man. I just got in here a little bit late, man. But hey, appreciate you coming on, man. You're a legend, man. That's my first time meeting you.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the boxing game and all that support, all you guys that support it. I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys very much, man. And this is what boxing is all about, man. Talking about boxing, what's going on in boxing, what's going on, what happened in boxing, as far as my career, and what I've done in the game in boxing.
And I got something, man. When I first saw you fight, man, I think it was 2 years.
The Trick, your audio's real bad.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right there is good.
Okay. Yeah, Angel. When I first saw you fight,
Oh shit, it's bad again.
like
Your
14th or
signal's
15th fight.
bad.
Oh, is bad? Audio bad?
Yeah.
Oh man. Let me get off the Bluetooth, man.
Yeah. Get off. Yeah. Get off. Take it off the Bluetooth. Take it off the Bluetooth.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
can hear
Yeah.
you.
It's better.
That's a little better.
Oh wow, yeah, man.
That's better. That's better. That's better. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, like I was saying, I saw you fight Calvin Grove, man. It might have been your 14th or 15th fight, and you took him out, man. That's when I knew you was gonna be special, man. And then you catapulted, on HBO, man, and one of the few fighters that really helped put HBO on the map, man. There were a few, but I mean, I was that excited to fight you. You're a great fighter.
I can
Yeah.
barely hear you, my
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Barely
You
hear
going. You going in and out. Ken. You going in and out.
Oh, all right. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah. Well. Anyway. Yeah. Andrew.
Yeah.
What I wanted to get into. Let's talk about the business aspect of it. You said that early in your career, you've made some mistakes. I want you to let the audience know, because we got some guys that are contemplating a career in boxing. We have a young fighter under our banner that is he's a young fighter, and everybody needs to know, pretty much. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We need to know the do's and don'ts, because like I was telling you earlier, the internet seems to have made a lot of people experts in the business of boxing, and the reality is, unless we talk to fighters or trainers or promoters or managers directly, we don't know shit. So that's why I think it's imperative to talk to people who have actually been in the game, like yourself, like John Scully, like Nate Campbell. So you mentioned that you made some mistakes. Just share with the audience, what kind of mistakes you made.
I was El Diablo, baby. I was the devil. You know what I'm saying? And what the devil comes to do is kill, steal, destroy. And he tried to kill me my whole life. I mean, I dealt with drugs. I dealt with women. Dealt with partying, clubbing. I did it all, man. I spent millions and millions of dollars on garbage. You know what I'm saying? I
Wow.
mean, just a fame, fortune. I mean, just you name it, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did everything with life. I was looking for fulfillment in my life, and I couldn't find fulfillment until I found Jesus. And so until I converted and became a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But I was El Diablo, so I was the devil, but I was angel. So I had a good heart. I was an angel, but on the other side of me, I was El Diablo. I was still devious. I was still conniving. I was still now you see me, now you don't. I had two face. You know what I'm saying? I was double minded. I was unstable in all my ways. But I was very determined to be the best, to beat the best, to lose to the best. I was determined to fight the best. and all the mistakes I made in the game made millions of dollars. But I tell all my fighters out there, put your money away.
Right.
Put your money away. Invest your money, because boxing don't have a union. Boxing don't have a union. Put your money away. Save your money, because it'll go. It's like water, man.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're definitely gonna talk about that. Real quick. This is my friend Xavier Martinez. He says, I remember sparring Angel when I was a kid in the Southside gym in Chicago. Ask him if he remembers me. You remember that, being in Chicago on the South Side?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he lives he lives out west now, but he was in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
He said he sparred with you when he was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
More than
Okay,
likely,
that's
like,
what's up.
90s or so. Yeah, but this is a good friend of mine. This is a good friend of mine, and he's been in the ring. He had a short amateur career. Really good dude. Really good dude. Let me say what's up to the brothers in the chat. Let me see who's in the chat. Sorry, man. Donald, let's start from up here. Shadow CJ, I see you, brother. Blue Blood, Derek Bailey. Shadow 979, Top King Allah was good. Donald Simpson Jr., the Black Banter. 88 Sports Talk. Lars D, Punch Out TV, all the way from the other side of the pond, the UK. What's good, family? Mark Wunderlich from Utah. What's good? What's good? What's good? Everybody's in here, man. Everybody's in here showing us love, man. They're showing you love, man. They're showing you a lot of love, man. A lot of love, man.
I appreciate, I appreciate everybody knows in boxing, I gave my heart to boxing.
No, you
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
You absolutely
But I,
did.
but I was, but I struggled with life, with what life had to offer me. The
Right.
cars, the Mercedes Benz. I mean, eh, all the fame and fortune what life had to offer me. I was tempted, man, and I was the devil at the time. So I was always falling, getting back
Mm-hmm.
up, falling, getting back up,
Right.
falling, getting back up. And I thank God that I'm still alive to this day. So I shouldn't be alive. All the drugs, all the women I slept with, didn't use protection, nothing. Because I should have AIDS. I should be dead, man.
Mm.
I'm a dead man walking. That's what I tell people. I'm a dead man walking. I shouldn't be here. But I thank the Lord Jesus for life. And I have life more abundantly. You know what I'm saying? I thank God that I could be a role model to other fighters and let them know what they need to do to beat the game
Mm-hmm.
and to overcome and to become that champion. And once you become that champion, invest your money or invest
Mm.
your money early and invest your money once you become that champion. Or if you don't become a champion, invest that money regardless of anything, you know what I'm saying? Because life will eat you up.
Mm.
And if you're not right with God, you won't be able to overcome. You won't be able to overcome, man. You will not be able to overcome, man. I just now, I'm at peace now with myself right now. I'm very thankful right now that I have life, that I'm still alive to this day. Because when I was El Diablo, man, I did it all, man. I did what life had to offer me, and millions of dollars just went like water, man. It was like
Wow.
water. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the money was just coming and going, coming and going. I thought I'll never run out of money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Which was a bad mistake on me. You know what I'm saying? And during that time, I had three kids.
Mm.
Three children. You know what I'm saying? And my wife, I had my wife, which was my manager at the time, too, as well. So my brother was my manager as well, John Manfredy. My wife, Yvette Manfredy. Uh, I kept it in the family, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As far as the business goes in boxing, and as far as negotiations goes with in my eye, because they told me what to do. I did right, but yet I was El Diablo once again. Like I said, I was the devil, you know what I'm saying? So I was double minded, man, you know what I'm saying? I was unstable in all my ways, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to reach out to all the fighters, you know, the young fighters out there right now, and let them know, you know what I'm saying? Put your money away, invest your money, do good with your money. Mayweather is one guy that is doing good with his money. Heyman is a good guy, you know what I'm saying? And Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? Mayweather and other fighters, a lot of fighters did what I did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dealt with life and what life had to offer. And you know, we choose the wrong path, but yet we're alive to share what we have overcame, what we have overcome, and how we're fathers now, and how we have much respect for the game.
Yeah, that's that. Listen, guarding your bank account, man, because this is the hurt business, and
We
anything can
want to
happen
give
in there.
back. We want to give back. We got to give back. We got to give back to our young fighters out there right now, and by letting them know what they must do to get right, to give back. You know what I'm saying? Give back to the game. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, man. I agree. And when we was
I can't
talking,
hear you,
can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Angel?
Drew. You
Can you hear
there?
me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me? You can hear me?
Drew, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why.
I can't hear you guys.
Hey, yo, Trey, you can hear me? Can you hear me? I don't know what the fuck's going on. Hold on. Let me see
Drew, you
something.
there?
Audio. Let's stop. I wonder what's going on. Hold on. Let me see. Yo, type one in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me? I'm wondering.
You there? I can't hear you.
Now it's YouTube. It's YouTube. They can hear me. Hold on. I'm gonna remove you from the stream and put you back
Yo,
in.
Angel, can you hear me?
Hold on. I'm gonna call you. Can you hear me, Andrew? I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you right now. I'm gonna call you.
Drew, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
You
can hear
there,
you.
Drew?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine been acting up on this end for some reason, man. I don't know why, but
Yeah, it's YouTube.
I'm froze. Yeah, and I'm froze too, man. I'm trying to move my
Hold
phone
on.
around. I can't.
Andrew. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to hold on, mute. Let me mute this real quick. Mute this real quick.
I can't hear you, Drew.
Yeah, you can hear me now. I was muted myself. I told him to
Oh, okay, my bad.
yeah, I told him to log back in and come back in. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. You know how it is. YouTube been fucking with us like it's like YouTube got this goddamn super syphilis or whatever the hell they want to call it. All right, here you go. You can hear me now, Angel? Now I can't hear him.
That's crazy, man. I'm froze, man. I mean, I'm looking at myself and I'm like froze.
Wait, Angel. Now I can't hear you now. This is crazy.
Can't hear me?
Now I can hear you. I can't hear. All right. Hold on. Do
This is crazy.
it again. That's crazy. Yeah, log out and then come back in. This is crazy. It's like YouTube likes doing this shit. Let me see something.
And I'm doing it for my phone. I was trying to do it for my laptop, but
Yep.
I can see him, you know, but
I can see him.
right.
Yeah, Andrew, do it one more time because what's happening is YouTube is acting up. That's what it is. Go back out and then click the link and come back in. You know what? I'm going to send you a new link. That's what I'm going to do.
Hey, Drew, send me a new link also.
All right.
Okay. I'm just going to restart my phone over.
You heard?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, send me the link.
I'm going to send you another link. I'm going to send you a fresh link.
Alright.
All right. Yeah, this is what happens when you're live. You know what I mean? This is what happens when you're live. You know, shit get crazy. All right, gun show real quick. Boom, there you go. I'm sending out new links because YouTube does some weird shit, man. Hold on. This is what we do, man. This is how we do it. It is what it is, man. All right, Angie, you can hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you, my brother.
Okay, now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Everyone, type 1 if you can hear everybody. Type 1 in the chat if you can hear everybody.
I can hear everybody.
All right. We good. We back on. Good. YouTube be hating on us crazy, man. YouTube hate on us crazy. It's technology. But yeah, man, what I wanted to cook on is a fighters union. We was talking about that yesterday briefly. I had Reggie Johnson on the show a couple of months back, and he was adamant about that. He shared that in the state of California they have something similar to that.
Get out of the room, please.
They have something similar to that. Well, what he told me was he went to collect something like a pension from the state of California. When he went to collect it, they said that he was a few rounds short of collecting a pension. But by then, he had been out of the ring God knows how long. It didn't make sense for him to get in the ring for 4 or 5 rounds and get beat up and possibly killed to collect whatever the pension was. That's, to me, to be blunt, that's fucked up. In my personal opinion, and I wouldn't know how to do it, but in my personal opinion, I think there should be a fighters union. And
I think the same, my brother. I think the same. I think boxing has been around for so long, and we still don't got a union. You know what I'm saying? You got baseball, football, soccer. I mean, all these sports got unions except boxing.
Right, yeah. I think, Fred from Barbershop Conversations, he says, I think it's 100 rounds in the state of California. So I don't know how many rounds short that Reggie Johnson was, but they said he was short rounds of collecting it. But yes, I do think that there should be a fighters union. definitely. You know, so that you pay into a pension. You know, if you have a 5-year career and you pay into a pension, and the pension has some sort of I don't know, deferred compensation where it can accumulate some interest. Um, Whatever amount you paid into it, you can have it for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? I
Right.
don't know. I don't know how that would affect managers and promoters, but it's gonna affect somebody in some way, shape, or form. But my concern a lot of times is in reference to the fighter. You know, because we pay money to see you guys basically beat each other up. And this is the hurt business, man. You guys could literally die in the ring. Fighters have died in the ring. 2019.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
fighters die in
Yeah.
the ring, man. This is a serious, serious sport. And, you know, it's heartbreaking when I don't give a fuck if it's a guy that's ranked number 49 in the world.
Right.
But if he's had like a 7-year career and he's ranked number 49 and gets in the ring with some crazy talent, and that talent takes his head off and he dies in the hospital, then what you got? I mean, a GoFundMe page? I mean, it's not fair. It's never been fair. I never liked things like that. That's ugly to me. So I always thought that there should be some sort of fighters union and a pension plan implemented for the fighters. Now, how that would get done, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna reach back out to Reggie Johnson because we was talking about that. But it's gonna take some unity, and it's gonna take yeah, you know, fighters of the past and present to put something like that together. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that that would be a very, very good idea to bring a union into boxing. Uh, we lay down our life in that ring, and we never know if we're to come out of that ring alive. And we lay down our life for fans, for friends, family. I mean, this is our job, and this is what we get paid to do. But at the same time, we should have a union to back us up, to support us after our careers are over. We can have something coming in, you know what I'm saying, for us, you know what I'm saying? Not all of us make that big money,
Right.
but we put in the time, and that's all that matters. It should be those that put in the time are those are the ones that should get a pension, you know what I'm saying? And we laid in our life for the game, so I really believe that it'd be a good idea to do a pension, do a union for boxing.
Yeah, I agree. My brother Scrapbook Boxing, he says, "What's good to the panel? I've been on many committees for years for unions and pension funds. We came close with Senator John McCain, but it didn't go through." Scrap, you talking about you talking about what we're talking about as far as a pension for boxers, for fighters? Oh shit, yeah, it's mafia driven, man. It's god damn, man. It's just so hard, man. It's so hard. It's so difficult. It's so difficult, man, because you know we had a situation here in New York. I forgot this brother's name. Man, it escapes me. I'm having a brain fart right now. But he loses the fight. It was aired on HBO, and he at heavyweight, and then he goes to the hospital. Boom, goes into a coma. Right? He goes into a coma, and gets up out the coma. But of course, he's not the same. And
No.
eventually, the family sued the New York State Athletic Commission, and everyone listening knows what I'm talking about. I can't. The name escapes me right now, but they sued the New York State Athletic Commission, and because of that, the New York State Athletic Commission implemented a rule that if they feel a fighter is hurt to a level where they feel they might stop the fight, they can check in between rounds, and that was why, quote unquote, Deontay Wilder got that extra time in the first Ortiz fight. It wasn't because anybody was cheating for him. It It was because of the New York State Athletic Commission rules implemented due to a fighter falling into a goddamn coma prior. You understand? So, God, I think it was a Russian guy too, but he's fucked up for life. He's messed up for life, and he got some money. He got some money off of that, but I mean, come on. I'm sure if you could rewind time and tell him, yo, look, you're going to get paid a few $1 million and your family's going to be good financially, but you are going to be fucked up. I'm sure he would say, yo, you know what? I'm not going to fight this guy then. Not if I'm going to end up like this. You know? So fighters, I mean, we argue and, you know, we debate about boxes and who can beat who and this, that, and the third. But honestly speaking, when a fighter gets knocked out, man, the science behind that, man, a knockout, first of all, you have to be talented as hell. When you punch someone in the face or anywhere in the head and you can knock them unconscious, that means your brain shifted in your head. The fluid shift in your head, and that's enough to put your lights out.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and some people don't recover from that. You understand what I'm saying? And when they do, they might be able to recover and get up and you know, eat and sleep or whatever. But the doctors are telling you, look, man, you can't take that again. If you take that again, you might die or you might be fucked up for life. And what's bad is when you have a fighter saying, yo, you know what? I got a mortgage, I got a couple of kids, I got a fucking car. I gotta take this fight because they offer me $3 million.
Right.
And then you're risking your life. But if your life, it's fight or die. It's fight or die.
It's like that in the game. We lay it on our life. We never know how we're getting out of that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Out of 43 wins, I got 32 knockouts. So I know what it's like to hit somebody and knock somebody out cold. And I also know what it is to get stopped in a fight, to get KO'd in a fight, to get hit as well.
Right.
So looking at both ways, that I'm looking at it every way, you know what I'm saying? To look at it, boxing needs a union to help us fighters after we leave the ring, to have something for us after we leave the ring, because we never know how we're going to come out of that ring.
I agree totally.
Drew, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, Trick.
All right.
Yeah, you know, I totally agree. I would love to work on that. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I have a day job. You know what I mean? Well, I'm out on an injury right now, but I have a day job. But you know, this YouTube thing, this boxing thing, I do this in my free time. I do this out of love of the sport. You understand what I'm saying? So I have nothing but love and respect for all fighters. You know,
much respect, my brother. Much
right?
Respect.
I have respect for I'll say most fighters, because some of them get on my damn nerves with outside rings, with things they do and say in the outside and their behavior. It just drives me crazy. But that's another topic. That's another topic. But I really believe that if there's anything that I could do, like an idea, like I said, I'm gonna reach back out to Reggie Johnson and Magomed Abdul. Yeah, that was him, Tone Brown. That was him. Yeah, I can't even say his name. You know, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I would love to like formulate something to get that ball rolling. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm just a guy on YouTube. You know what I mean? But I think it's imperative that something is put together, and that's why I believe people have so much love and respect for Al Heyman, because because
he helps the fighters.
He helps the fighters, and people get pissed off because they don't get the fights at the time that they wanted. But at the same time, he's finding money that the average fighter wouldn't even know that's there, and You know, old promoters have been dicking guys around for decades, for centuries.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure in your career there may have been some money that you could have collected that you didn't know was there. Maybe the people that was in your circle weren't educated enough to find it or whatever. But
Yep.
a
Yep.
guy like
True.
Al Heyman, who's
True.
yeah, you know, a guy like Al Heyman, who's a businessman by trade, came from the music industry. He knows how to handle these guys, and
Right.
this is why you see these young kids. You know, they're very flossy. You know, with the gold and diamonds and big houses, whatever, and
They're financially stable
they're
right now.
financially stable, and they're being educated on how to handle their business. Floyd, I mean, people make fun of him. They say, yo, the guy could barely read 3 sentences. That's cool, but you know what he can do? He can count money. And
Yeah.
he surrounded himself with people that so far haven't jerked him around. And that's why he is what he is, and that's why he's where he is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'd have never thought in a million years that a guy at welterweight would generate $500 million in his career. That's unheard of. You know,
That's right.
so love
That's
him or
right.
hate him, you gotta respect what he's done with the game, and you gotta respect what Al Heyman has done. What's your thoughts on
Yeah.
that, brother?
Yeah. That's my thoughts on that is a blessing, my brother. I mean, that's the all fighters should have Al Heyman in their corner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we need a union. You know what I'm saying? And we need something for fighters after boxing is over. We need something for fighters after boxing is over.
Yes.
Like me, I have to go to the doctor once a month for my
Hmm.
brain
Hmm.
because of boxing and what
Right.
boxing did to me. I had to go to the boxing. They had to put these things on my head and all that. They had to shock my brain
Wow.
because if my brain, if I don't take my medicine and if I don't do these shock treatments, I change into a different person.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And that's because of boxing. What boxing did to me, you know what I'm saying? All the hits, all the banging, all the fights that I got into, all the big fights that I was in, I gave some, but I took some too
It
as
took some.
well. To be in the top, you got to fight the best to be the best. But at the
Right.
same time, I have to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Monthly, I have to go get my brain shot.
Hmm.
I have to go to Las Vegas, and so they can do a study on my brain because of what boxing did to me. And I have nothing coming in monthly but disability. You know what I'm saying? Which I thank the Lord for that. But it's not much. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 I hope you guys are listening, man. And you see, in my opinion, if there was a union implemented 50 years ago, things like that would be covered by
Oh
a
yeah.
union. You know,
Oh yeah.
it wouldn't be an out-of-pocket expense. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Things like that. Things like that.
Right.
I mean, football has a union. Baseball has a union. Those guys strike every 8 years or so. You know, for millions of dollars, man. Why can't fighters have a union? That's why everybody's running to Al Heyman because it seems that these guys that he's taking care of these guys. You know,
Exactly.
how they act personally in their personal life, that has nothing to do with what Al Heyman is doing with them financially. Because all I know is
Exactly.
what I'm seeing. I know Paul Williams is very happy. You know, he can't walk anymore. It was unfortunate, but from what I was told, he's made some pretty good investments, man. The guy's not starving. You
Right.
understand? And
Well,
okay,
I'm
what,
not.
what?
I'm not starving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
yet,
yeah.
but yet, at the same time, you know, in reality, the truth is, I would be. It would be a blessing if I had a union behind me and I get income coming in. because I really don't have much, but you know, my mistakes that I made in the ring, in and out of the ring,
Mm-hmm.
I like to just let all the fighters know, you know what I'm saying, in and out of the ring, you know what I'm saying, make the right decision with your money, to invest your money until we
Right.
get this union going. And I pray that we get this union to help the fighters. You know, I'm not the only one that has that got to get their brain checked
Mm-hmm.
out every month. You know, it's all the champions, all the fighters have to go through what I go through. You know what I'm saying? And we all go through it. You know,
Right.
and
It's
we got to
not
be there for
it's not fun,
we
man.
gotta be,
Yeah,
yeah, we
the
gotta be there
brother.
for one. We gotta be there for one another. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be there for one another, and we gotta get this union going. And the only way we get this union going, if the fighters start putting away a percentage out of what they get paid and put it away and let's get this union going.
Yeah, I think that's very important. My brother Warriors Boxing says we working on the fund for old fighters, Reggie Johnson, Tim Witherspoon, and others. Warriors Boxing, hit me up behind the scenes. I want to know more about that. I think that's very important. This is exactly what we're talking about because I think every fighter should be a part of a boxers union. Every fighter should be a part of a boxers union because I think there's a lot of guys. I think think about this, man. I think that we're missing a lot of talent. There's people walking around out here with natural talent, and you say to them, "Yo, look, why don't you start boxing or something?" And they'll say, "Yo, look, there's no money in it, or I'm afraid that if I give 2 years to this fucking sport, it'll take 10 years from my life, and I'll have nothing to show for it." You know what I mean? It's a catch-22 with the sport. You understand what I'm saying? Like how, like there's people playing double dutch with this sport. It's like, yo, I want to jump in, but I'm scared because of the money. I want to jump in, but I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Not because they're scared of competition in the ring. They're just scared because of their pockets, and they're scared about how you can love the game of boxing, but the game of boxing don't love you. It doesn't. You understand?
You
It's hard.
you got crooks. You know what I'm saying? You got promoters that that promote, but they don't support the fighter. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
don't get the fighter what they to just do what they should get paid. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I made millions, but yet I can't look at the millions right now because I didn't invest my money. I didn't put my money away. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? There was no union around or nothing like that. But you know, I mean, boxing needs a union, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I support it all the way, and I think a union will be a blessing to boxers, fighters. You know, no matter how long they put into the game, they get something out of the game. That's what it should be about. You know.
Yeah, I would love to see. First and foremost, I would love to see some health benefits so that y'all don't have
Yeah.
to pay out of pocket
Yeah.
expenses.
Yeah.
Second of all, I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
if they only paying y'all. I don't care if it's $500 a month for the rest of your life. Every penny helps. You dig what I'm saying? Depending,
Oh yeah.
especially a guy
Yeah.
like you, who's had an extensive career, a great resume, and who's made millions of dollars. A guy like you, I mean, I mean, the amount of money you see in the money that you've made. Now check this out: the money you've made and the money you've made the promoters, the money
Oh
you've
yeah.
made for HBO. I think
Oh yeah.
personally, you should be seeing at minimum. If I want to lowball it, you should be seeing, if there was a union or a pension plan, 10 grand a month for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
What is that?
I
You know what I'm
mean, I
saying?
mean, I mean that I do believe the same. You know what I'm saying? But these promoters don't want a union for the fighters. They don't want to get the union going for the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes away, and the government is behind it. You know what I'm saying? And they're all about, just like how they did with me when I fought Stevie Johnson. See, when I fought Stevie Johnson, I made 600 grand, but I was supposed to make $2-3 million because I got the highest rating on HBO.
And what happened? What they do?
I got paid $600,000 when I should have made, if I had the right people around with me, if I had Al Heyman with me, person that knows the game, instead of my family that was with me. You know what I'm saying? At the time, my brother and my wife, if they don't know the game, how can you get the money if they don't know the game? Now, if they found out at the highest rate on HBO when I fought R.A.W, the next fight was Stevie Johnson. I should have made easy $2-3 million off that fight.
Yes.
But regardless of anything, fighters put their life on the line. No matter how much money they make, if they make it, if they don't make it, I feel all fighters should take part of the union, be in the union, and be a part of a union to support them after their career is over.
I totally agree. I'm gonna give it to you, Trick, real quick, but I want to address something that 88 Sports Talk says. He says Errol Spence don't have a promoter. That's the best decision he made, only being advised by Al Heyman, and that's why they don't like Al Heyman, because he's not a promoter, he's not a manager, he's an advisor, and that's why they tried to sue the shit out of him, because they tried to accuse him of violating the Muhammad Ali Act. He didn't violate the Muhammad Ali Act. He's not a promoter. He's not a manager. He advises these guys, and that's why they love him. Ed, what kind of questions you got, bro?
Yeah, just what you were saying about the union. I'm gonna be getting with Tim Witherspoon about that, and I'm the letter that I'm working on, and I'm gonna be sending to a lot of people. That's gonna be put in there also.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I think Angel will have a lot to say on that, man. I think the fighters should speak out on that, man. Come on, man. Come on. This is, to me, if you know how I can relate to this, the brother just said to us he made $600,000 and could have made $2 to $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, if you had $5 and had to give away $4, ain't you gonna be upset?
I was very upset. I was very upset when I found out. You know what I'm saying? That I could have made that much money. But my promoter, they asked me. You know what I'm saying? They did me like they did me because we didn't know. I didn't have the team behind me.
Right.
To get that, I didn't have the Al Heyman to get that money.
Right, and see, they take advantage of people not knowing. Now that $4 million that you was the $4 million that you were supposed to make, they threw 600 at you, and they spread it out amongst themselves, and exactly. they're not in the ring, and that's what pisses me off, and that's what pisses everybody else off about Al Heyman, because it seems that he understands that. Mm-hmm. He understands that. Why do you think Adonis Stevenson barely fought? He barely defended that title. Really think about it. Because he could. Who knows what was going on behind the scenes? He was probably trying to give him raw deals all over the place. And as it turns out, he was right for moving how he moved. He made millions of dollars, got knocked out in the ring, brain damage. Thank God he's alive, but he don't have to worry about money ever again. To our knowledge, why? Because he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Angel, who was your promoter? Who was your promoter?
My promoter at the time was Cedric Kushner.
Cedric Kushner?
He passed away now.
Yeah, I know that. Didn't he get in some trouble? But he got in some trouble some years ago. Was it more of him paying the sanctioning bodies off to move fighters up in the rankings? I forgot what it was. But he got in some trouble a while back, some years ago. Him and Bob Arum.
Oh, yeah, he did. I knew the name. As soon as you said Bob Arum, I don't remember. They manipulated the rankings.
Bob Arum, Cedric Kushner, and I believe Don King were all three involved, but some strange reason, Cedric Kushner and Bob Arum were the
WBO. It was I believe it was WBO rankings. They manipulated the rankings, and people got payola, and he was involved in that. There was the third name. There was a few names in that, but that name, it rings a bell. Yeah, but he passed. When did he pass?
Cedric Kushner passed. He passed, man. Probably, man. I don't know. Probably about 5 years ago, probably.
Wow.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, he. What I was one of the highest rated fighters in the world. So the money I should have been making was millions. I should have been making millions on top of millions. And a lot of money, and the promoters were taking all that.
Man, that like really pisses me off, man. I don't like that shit. I really don't like that shit, man. When I started to like find out about the sport behind the scenes, that's another thing that turned me off from even like fucking with it, like seriously. You know what I'm saying? That turned me off. I'm like, never mind what my mama said. I'm like, nah, man. If somebody play with my money, if I know I'm supposed to get $2 million, and then I'm like, all right, where's my check? And they hand me a check of $500,000. I know me, especially when I was in my 20s. Oh my God! Please. For an example, I'm gonna use this for an example. If I'm guaranteed $4 million for a fight, and I fight my ass off, and my eye hanging out my head, I gotta go to the hospital, or whatever, and I'm on my bed with 3 IVs, and I'm like, all right, where's my check? And Bob Arum hands me a check for $500,000. I'm like, wait a minute, you said $4 million, motherfucker. I'm getting up out my bed and be like, yo, get your old ass over here, cause you're gonna be round 13, motherfucker. No, you said $4 million, and you see, that's where the paperwork comes in, cause you commit with things with your John Hancock when you sign things. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And as fighters, we need to know that stuff. And when you have a fighter that's uneducated about the business, that's when you have a problem.
Exactly what I was going to say. Fighters are not educated about the business of boxing, because there's a lot of money in boxing. A lot of money in boxing.
Oh yeah.
And Mayweather showed that. How much money there is in boxing. Mayweather made $500 million, and he showed how much money he made. He made $300 million in one fight. One fight.
That's right.
Okay. So I mean, so that shows you how much money is in boxing. But these promoters are eating the money up.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Oh man, Scrapbook Boxing says, Bob Lee, the IBF, Cedric Kushner was wired and got caught. He had a wire on him. Oh, shit. That was serious business.
Yeah.
When you get wired, that's some FBI shit, man. Oh, man.
Well, I mean,
but I think he got fined. The fine wasn't even that heavy. If I recall, it wasn't a heavy fine.
It was a fine. He didn't get no prison time.
Still.
Yeah. This
game. He ain't with us right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
right.
It's just due. Only the Lord knows. But you know what I'm saying? Hey man, these promoters are eating these fighters up. They're taking the money. And these promoters are not supporting. They don't want to support a union. You don't want a union in there, because if you've got a union in there, you get the government on it. And if the government's on it, the promoters are like, oh, I can't take this much. I can't take this. I can't take this. You know, say everybody wants to get some, you know what I'm saying? Instead of giving it back, you know what I'm saying, to these fighters, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we need, man. We need a union, you know what I'm saying?
Need a strong union. Union means people united. And what I would like to see, I would like to see a couple of things. On top of a union, I would like to see a boxing academy that not only helps fighters not necessarily learn to fight, but when I say boxing academy, have them go there and take classes on how to manage their money.
Yeah.
You know, you can't help them if they want to have people from around their block around them. That you can't help. But as far as understanding where the money comes from, I mean, I'm talking about everything from paying. If you get $1 million, it's not really $1 million because you got to pay your trainers, you got to pay the water boys, and you need to know where the money's coming from. So by the time that $1 million comes to you, it might be 500,000 because you have to pay everybody else out. But as far as income goes, once you reach that pinnacle, you need to know everything from the bottom line that you're making. Well, beyond that bottom line, everything from popcorn and soda sales in the arena. All right, if people buy a bucket of popcorn and it's $7.99, you need to know if you're getting 50 cents off of every popcorn being sold. I mean, that's important shit to know. If there's like 2,000, 3,000 seats in a venue, and the seats are I don't know, let's say they're $50 a seat. You know, you want to know, on top of my guaranteed purse, am I getting $5 off of every seat? You need to know shit like that. You need to know that. And a lot of guys just say, well, look, I have talent, I fight, I train, and I'm coming in and knocking everybody out, man. But no, it's deeper than that. You got to get involved with your business. You know what I mean? And a lot of fighters don't know.
True. Very true, man. And that's one thing I didn't know. I was one of the highest rated fighters in the world in the 90s. And I didn't know that I could have made, who knows how much money I could have made, man. But I tell you this, man, these promoters don't want a union because of what it's going to do to what they do best, take money. Because they negotiate with TV.
Right.
The promoter negotiates with TV. They get the paycheck. Then they negotiate with the fighter. They tell the fighter, we got this much money. You want to fight? Mm-hmm. And the fighter can say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what it's all about. You know, let's get rid of the middleman, the promoter, and let's get us an advisor or somebody that's going to be there that's going to help us generate the money, because we're the prize fighters.
You're the fighters, yeah.
We're the prize fighters. We're laying down our life. We deserve X amount of dollars for each and every fight. Big, small, whatever TV networks that are there. When you got TV networks, you got millions of dollars on the line. And I fought on CBS, Telemundo, ESPN, ESPN2, HBO. I mean, all these networks. They should be paying us big money. Fighters, big money. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, man. It's about getting something after your career's over. Getting that union going. Yeah. Once that union gets going, I mean, we're so happy fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a union is, to me, I think that's a beautiful idea. That's something that they'll fight like hell for. But in the meantime, I also think that in the meantime, while fighting for that, I believe that at minimum there should be, like, I just thought of that on the fly, a boxing academy where fighters could learn the business. Because I'm not in the business at all, but I'm sure that there's key points that you can look at to protect yourself financially. There's certain things you can look at. You know, once you get in the game, look at this, 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 and this. And you need to look at this and protect this. This right here protects you from this, and this right here protects you from this. There's key points there.
Right.
What I learned in the game, the fighter is the guinea pig. The fighter is the guinea pig, and the fighter gets taken a lot from.
Yeah.
They should be making so much. They take from the fighter. He's the guinea pig. He's the one putting in all the hard work, sweating, training. I mean, he's doing it. He's got to pay his trainers. He's got to pay his managers. If you got a manager, I mean, he's got to pay all that. You know what I'm saying? The fighter should be getting his just due. Fighters have to be educated before they get to their ring, because they could be making big money, man. Big money, man. Boxing makes big money.
Yeah.
Saying boxing makes big money. We're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars boxing makes. And these promoters don't want to support a union for fighters. That's what's stopping it. It's the promoters. Promoters don't want a union.
Yeah, they damn sure don't. But you know what? The fighters, they're the talent, and the talent has the power to do so. Scrapbook Boxing said Mitch Blood Green confronted Carl King and got his money at the press conference. You know what? I remember that.
Wow.
I remember that. Now I do remember that. That was a long time ago, but I remember that. I do remember that. And you ain't want to fuck with Mitch. Mitch was a street dude. Mitch was definitely a street dude. He got his money though, but that was crazy. I remember that on the news. He was barking on the news. I was watching. You know how long ago this was? Warner Wolf. You remember? Let's go to the videotape. That guy, Warner Wolf. You know, I saw that on CBS out here in New York. That was crazy. I remember Mitch wasn't a small guy. He was about 6'5". He had this wild ass Jerry curl, but he was no joke. But he got his money. Bless you.
Excuse me.
He got his money, man. But you know, these are the things that fighters got to do to get what they want, to generate some kind of compliance. And I, for one, being a fan of the sport, I think if the sport treats the talent better, us as fans, we get better results in the ring. Because a lot of fighters, if the paper ain't right, they saying they ain't getting in the ring. But if their paper is right and their well-being is right, they'll gladly get in the ring because this is what they chose to do for a living.
It's like you said before, the fighter needs to be educated.
Right.
Before they step into their ring. That way they know what they can generate in a purse, what they can make. Once they become a 10-round fighter, 12-round fighter, once they're up there, you know what I'm saying, they got to know what they can generate, what they can make. And fighters need to be educated, brother, because I was one fighter. I graduated high school, but I wasn't educated as far as money, as far as how to work money, how to invest money. I was not educated, you know what I'm saying? And made the wrong moves, made the wrong decisions, but I'm alive to share what fighters should be doing now.
Well, yeah, exactly, brother. You're here for a reason. We're having this conversation for a reason. There's no accidents. You're definitely here for a reason, man. Shout out to Marlon So Icy Slims. I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but he's one of the fighters that started his career early. He has a lot of talent, and I hope he goes back and watches this replay because there's a lot of gems in here, man. There's a fight in the ring, but the real fight is outside the ring.
Exactly.
You know, staying healthy, staying committed, watch who you have around you, and watching your pockets, man. You got to watch your finances. You definitely got to watch your finances, man. And you got to have your money work for you. And it's very, very, this game is unforgiving. This game is unforgiving, man. And in a lot of parts, in some parts, it's thankless. You're not going to please everybody. You know, you're going to have fans that love you. You're going to have fans that hate on you. But at the end of the day, You got to do what's best for you. And
Right.
I really think a union is important. And at minimum, in a boxing academy to train fighters on how the business works is important. That's very, very important. And that's something that they can't stop outside of assassinating anybody. But, let me not say that shit too loud. But
I mean, once again, Mayweather showed how much money is in boxing, what you can make in boxing. Mayweather showed that.
Yeah.
And I tip my hat off to Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Much respect, my brother. Love you, man. You know what I'm saying? I tip my hat off to him because he showed the fighters what we can be making in the boxing world. What we can make and what we can't make. And he showed us, he showed everybody what you can make in the boxing world.
Excellent, man. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff, man. And you got any other questions?
No, I don't have any more questions, man. Just thank you, Angel, for talking to us, man. And like I say, man, that's why I reached out to you, man. You a legend, and you're a great fighter, man. And I admire you, man.
I appreciate that, man. Much respect, man. I gave my heart to the game of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I still love the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the sport of boxing, but I wish we could help fighters start this union. And much respect, you know what I'm saying, for all those that are helping help start a union for fighters. Because it's true, man. There's a lot of money in the game, and us fighters are getting screwed real bad. We get taken advantage of, and we're not getting what we should be making in fights.
Yeah.
I agree, man. I agree. Well, your brother, thank you so much. Thank you for so much, man. Sharing your life, your information is imperative for people to know, man. And as you can see, like, we're true fans, fans of you, fans of many fighters. We're fans of the fight game. We don't just follow the guys in the limelight. We follow everybody, and we respect what you guys do. You guys are rock solid in my book, man. I mean, you guys, man. To me, like I told you earlier, when I speak to a fighter, I like mark out because I watch all you guys on television, and you guys provided me with a lot of entertainment over the years. I love the sport of boxing, and I don't love how it treats a lot of you guys. And I've made a decision to do what I can to change that. Like I said, I'm not in this for no money. I have a day job. I make great money. I'm in this because I don't like how you guys have been treated after the fact, and how as soon as you step off the camera, the industry forgets about you. They don't want to mention you, and then fans don't even. A kid that's born in 2002 won't even know who you are, even if he got to go to YouTube to recognize who you are. I think all of you guys should have an opportunity to shine and still shine. A fighter of your caliber, Hall of Fame, my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
it's a
sir.
fact. That's my opinion. I don't care. That needs to be done. I think in all fairness, me being a fan, how I can give back to the to how I give back to the sport is helping out brothers like yourself and getting the word out. My brother Scrapbook Boxing, he says, let Angel know he will go in the Museum of Forgotten Fisticuffs. Listen, let me tell you about this brother Scrapbook Boxing.
What did he say?
He said, let you know he will go in the Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuff series. Go to YouTube, Angel, and subscribe to Scrapbook Boxing. This gentleman right here is a true Scrapbook Boxing on YouTube. He is a true boxing historian. He's one of the men that I know a lot about the sport, but he's one of the men that when he posts a video or when he's talking on a live stream, I just shut up and listen because I learn more by listening. This man has been in the business. He's been around fighters. He's been in gyms. He's talked to fighters. In fact, he may have spoken to you, and you might not even know it. And this guy really knows his stuff. I mean, from Jack Johnson, prior to Jack Johnson, this guy is a walking, talking, living encyclopedia. And what he just said here is he's going to do a piece on you on a Forgotten Fisticuff series. And that's honorable, man. This guy is unbelievable. He has unbelievable content, and he's truly a master at what he does. And we respect him.
Who is he again?
His name is Scrapbook Boxing. Scrapbook Boxing. Yeah, I'm gonna text you the link. I'm gonna text it to you.
Text me the link, my brother.
Definitely.
I respect, man. I respect it all, man. I appreciate it, man. I really do, man. And I thank God for what I gave to the sport of boxing, and I thank God that we can do more for the game right now in boxing, and give back to the game of boxing, man.
Yeah, that's why we reached out. That's why we reached out to you, brother. That's exactly why we reached out to you, and this is all we're trying to do. This is all we're trying to do. Like we're true fans, we're true fanatics of the sport, and this is our way of giving back. This is our way of giving back because we feel that you need to be heard. People need to hear this, and it's imperative. And each one is going to teach one. You know, it takes a village, and there's a lot of young fighters that are hungry, and this is all. Boxing is all they got. But we want them to be safe while they're entertaining us. We need to support their journey and have them educated so they can do it the right way.
Amen.
You understand?
Amen. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's the truth. That's the truth in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth, man. And I'm for it all the way, and I'm to support it all the way. And if you guys need me in any way, anytime, you got my number. Call me. I mean, anytime you want to talk, man. We'll talk, man, about this union, about whatever you want to talk about, man. We'll get it together and make something happen, man. Because I want to be a part of it.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We ain't gonna be no strangers, man, because we're gonna be making some powerful moves, man. We're gonna be making some powerful moves, man. And we do this because we love it. We do it because we love it. You know what I'm saying? No money involved, and we got a lot of things working behind the scene, and you know, we wholeheartedly do this because we love it. We do this because we love it, and this is how, you know, like how you do it because you loved it and just got paid in the process. We do it because we love it and we liked watching you, and this is how we give it back. This is how we give it back.
I always told people I fought for my fans. I fought for the fans, man, and I fought for the people. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
My family, the people. That, you know, without the people, I mean, we won't be nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's the people is who paid the dollar to watch us fight. You know what I'm saying? To watch us on TV. You know what I'm saying? To support us. You know what I'm saying? It's what it's all about, man. It's not only the fighters getting robbed, but the people as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, so it's much love, man. Much love, and may God bless.
Thank you, man. Well, that's the show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Angel Manfredy, thank you so much, legend. That's my brother, Trick Nolte. You know what I mean? I am Drew Titan. Bronx on deck, as always. And this has been another great episode of LDBC Strong Raw. Respect all warriors. And we're going to pop up again soon, and we're going to bring Angel back. And we're going to keep it moving, baby. You know how we do. LDBC Strong. Move. Peace.